about the chaplains program because it was my decision to end the chaplains program. This started a couple of months ago, as we're all aware. When it happened, when the posts, and this is going to go to the first comment by the imam back in, I think it was September, when he came to the microphone about the media. When the post, we became aware of the post, the police department became aware. They followed the Attorney General's protocol. They went to the prosecutor. They went to the Attorney General. They filed a bias report. They did everything that you are required to do under the law in the state of New Jersey. Sometimes that's arduous, sometimes it takes time. In the meantime, what the chief did, and the deputy chief and Lieutenant Williams, is they went to the other chaplains, including the rabbis, and said, here's the situation. And to a person, all of them said, do not fire the imam. All of them, with all due respect to the rabbi was here, their position was, do not. While at the same time, we have half the room yelling at us, yelling, you should fire the imam. But we're trying to figure out a way to solve this issue. We then get to the next meeting, and there are speakers defending, and, you know, it was, as we're trying to get to a settlement, and there were comments made, not by people here tonight, but comments made by others that many people in the African-American community found offensive. You know, you listen tonight, you can, you know, there's this, I don't even know if the term's false equivalency, but this notion that something, you can match something that offends you by figuring out what offends another group. What's the equivalent of this or Emmett Till or whatever it is? You can't do that, because the minute you do that, you're insulting people even more. So we get to, let me finish talking. We get to the, we get to the ordinance, okay? The ordinance that gives that power to me, okay? I disagree, and I find offensive, and I think some of the things that the imam posted were anti-Semitic, okay? But as we worked with these groups trying to find a solution, okay?
You're asking for transparency. He's giving you transparency.
Yeah, I don't expect fairness there, so don't worry about it. But, so what happens is, we then, you heard all the diverse opinions tonight. So who's going to decide, and I'm not talking about the imam's comments and everything else, because that's all public. In the future, whoever, and my days are numbered here, and not soon enough, but who's going to decide what is offensive to what group? In this room, there are 20 different opinions tonight. So you want the manager to decide. We had protests, and I would drive up Fullerton to go home to get to Bloomfield Avenue. We would have the Israeli side on one and the pro-Palestinian on the other. Lots of those signs somebody may find offensive, okay? I may have found them offensive. So if a chaplain is standing next to somebody with an offensive sign and they didn't condemn it, should they be removed? How do you decide what is crossing that line? So I decided the way the system is set up.
And I know, so what?
Can I finish, please?
I don't know.
I'm trying.
Okay, well.
All right, sorry. But, so I said the program now is not working because no manager can make that decision. You heard all these opinions. And what happens when a priest says, join me at an anti-abortion rally at a clinic in town, or someone else posts something because one of their religious tenets says, we oppose gay marriage. There's a whole bunch of other things. I'm not lessening the debate that was tonight. I am just saying that all of these issues, okay, are very difficult. And there's no manager, I don't care how much you pay them or what experience they have, and I've been doing this over 40 years, who has the ability to make those decisions on behalf of a community that has more opinions than they have chaplains. So I did it. I take responsibility for it. I did it in consultation with the police department, and trust me, the last thing I wanted to do was end the program. But I did not see a way, the way it's currently working and constituted, that we can move forward without this issue happening. And maybe when things get calm again, it won't happen. But from now until then, it would be a complaint a week when people are going through all the chaplains' social media. This is something the notion that a government employee is going to monitor the the social media of clergy, of religious people, to decide if they're offending a standard that is not defined. No manager can do that. So that's what I did. What I did. I am very comfortable with my decision. It wasn't easy, but that's what I did, why I did what I did. So you can have your opinions and you can laugh, people can mock, I don't care. But somebody has to make those decisions, and that's what I'm paid to do, and I did. Thank you, Mayor.